What is up, everybody? It's Tarek, and I'm here to break the track down for you. I'm going to be talking about our most recent single called Spirit. So Spirit was actually, well, at least the music for it was written a very long time ago. I'd say at least a couple of years ago now. Messing around with the guitar, came across this riff that I thought sounded pretty cool. And I just kind of kept playing that, but it didn't really feel like part of a song yet. It was just more of just, playing a random lick on your guitar. Ended up thinking, this could probably be a cool song, but I'll just sort of shelve it for now because it didn't really fit with any of the stuff that we were writing at the time. But then luckily later on it did come back and we did end up using it. I remember writing the demo specifically for Spirit, and the funny thing is that the riff that you hear that is now the chorus was actually the verse, and the riff that you hear as the verse now was actually the chorus. Everybody thought that, that riff in specific was so great that they wanted to make it the centerpiece of the song, which ended up being the chorus. So, shout out to Paul for that one. Definitely an angry riff and an angry sort of song, but in a way, it makes me very happy because it's one of those guitar lines that reminds me of when Jess and I were just kind of messing around in the garage writing songs as an indie band, and it's just like that's the spirit of the Bluestones in my mind. Lyrically, Spirit touches on a few things. So the first thing that's the most apparent would be this idea of not really feeling like yourself, or not really feeling like you're doing what you would do. I kind of had a few moments where I felt like I was almost on autopilot, and I was doing things that weren't necessarily within what I would consider my moral code to be, or what I would do things that, let's say I wouldn't, or that I, didn't expect that I would ever do. And I feel like, in a way I was on autopilot, and for whatever reason, my conscious self, my sober self would say, no, like you wouldn't do this, but I would just do it. And it was almost as if like there was a switch that was flipped. Also, I feel that Spirit talks about this idea of just wanting to be isolated. And I know that the word isolation probably gives people chills, especially considering what we all went through in the last year. But I just feel there's times, I consider myself to be a pretty social person, but there's times where I don't want to be around anybody at all. I want to just shut everything off, completely disconnect, be by myself. Everyone can go fuck off, and I just want to be on my own, and I want to isolate, and I feel like that is kind of therapeutic to me at times. Around that though is this just heavy-hitting rock song that honestly is just an absolute blast to play. I probably would say it's my favorite song on the album. I think there's a lot of good songs on our upcoming album, but I think Spirits is the one that sort of gets me the most excited. The album's coming out on March 19th. It's called Hidden Gems. We are so excited to be able to finally put this thing out. I do a lot of these track breakdowns and other things on our Patreon, which you're free to visit, patreon.com/thebluestones. Check it out. See if there's other stuff that you might want to look into. Want to hear about what else you would like broken down for you, if it's another song, if it's a specific aspect of the recording process for Hidden Gems, we want to hear about it. So please comment with what you want to hear. For now, see you later.